Pandora friends, my name is Leanne and I am mad for Pandora. Welcome back to another video. Today I would like to share my silver and grey animal bracelet with you and the accessories that I wear with it. I really hope you will enjoy it. There's a lot of little hidden sort of animal tones and stuff in my bracelet and I absolutely love it. And even though it's predominantly silver, it's just got so many darks and lights and highlights with the oxidized details. So it's very, very special to me. I've only recently had it complete, and even then there is one charm that I would change, but I have a stand-in charm for it at the moment and it may stay that way. So the first thing I would like to show you is this very, very special necklace. Now in Australia at least, it was a limited time or a limited edition. I think it was a limited edition, and I got it fairly quickly and I absolutely love it. I don't know if everybody wears it the same way up. I usually flip it over from what it is here. But I do believe this is the correct way, but for some reason I like it up the other way. And this is absolutely beautiful. Now if you have this necklace, please let me know in the comments. I haven't seen too many people with it at all, and I'm just wondering whether it was limited all around the world or just in Australia. Now the reason I love this piece so much is because it reminds me of old school Pandora. All the beautiful oxidized detail. It's actually quite heavy, and just the quality, it's just so well made. It's just beautiful. Now I do tend to wear it up this way, and that does show the Pandora writing on it, but let me know which way you feel is the right way up. I just find it doesn't, I don't know, sometimes I think it flips a bit, but it doesn't seem to matter which way I do it. And oh, I just love it. I love how it's sort of gone all the way up to the top and curved. Just beautiful, beautiful. Now the actual chain is a little bit different. It's sort of like this flat chain, so it's quite cool. And it's quite a long chain. Now on the end here, it's got a little tiny tag which goes down the front, and the tag says life, and it's got a little heart detail on it. So cute. I love the little tags. It does also have the teeny tiny hallmarks written there as well. Very hard to see. Now there's also hallmarks written inside here. Hopefully you can see that. Quite small details. Now what I really love about this chain is it is adjustable. So you just do it up as usual with the parrot clasp. So many little hidden details though. It's also got the little tiny Pandora tag on it, which is super duper cute. Anything that dangles I love, so that's really, really cute, just really nice. And the other little detail which I absolutely love is the little tiny end on it. It's like a mini leaf. How cute is that? That's got some writing on it too, I think. Maybe not. No, I don't think so. So how cute is that? Like, that's really, really cute. So if you do decide that you want to wear the chain shorter and then have this bit dangling, you can either have it dangling down your back or you can have it around on the side of it. But yeah, I love all the hidden details and very, very nice. Like I said, I like it up this way. Now, when this came out, my daughter actually went to America. So I do have one of the American catalogs. So it's a rather large book. And I'm very fortunate to have this actually. So I will show it to you in this book because it's just beautiful. So this is the way I know that it's meant to be worn, just based on the photos. But how lovely is that? So they have the whole chain in the book. It's very cool. And then they also have the picture with the code there. Like I said, I'm very blessed to have that book, and it has a few things that we never got. Now this is our little catalogue that came out at the time. So it was new in 2019. It's just this pretty little book. I'm not sure that I've shown this catalogue before. So this is it in our little book. We don't have it in our bigger catalogue though, because it was only limited time. But this was a lovely collection. I really love this ring. I'm sure it would get a bit dirty because I do have a charm with similar inside like that, and they do get quite dirty, but I really wish they hadn't made it as a double ring. I don't think I would like that. And then of course they had little matching earrings, which I almost bought these. But I kind of feel like I'd need 2 pairs and have 2 matching sets because I'm not very good with mismatch. Anyway, the other thing I would like to show you in the catalogue, now because they weren't released in Australia, I will go back to the American catalogue. Now these are the beautiful leaves charms. Now we never got these, and it was very disappointing that we didn't, because I think it worked out that instead of paying about $30 American, we paid like, I think it was $50 Australian to get them. Now I got my daughter to get me 2 while she was over there, and then she got 2, but fortunately for me she didn't really want hers, so I ended up with hers as well. So this is the code. Now I have put 2 of these on my earrings. Now I have shown you earring videos before, and these are just the Pandora barrels, and then you just make up earrings. So any Openworks charms work on these earring posts. They call it a barrel. So they just slip on top. But these are really oxidizing nicely. Like, I think they are beautiful. The details coming out so much more that they're aging a little. Really, like, look at the texture, just so beautiful. So I really wanted these because as soon as I got this pendant, I was like, this is the perfect set. So you can imagine my frustration when I found out we didn't get the actual charm. But that's okay because we worked it out. And then as you can see with my ring, I do have a grey Moonstone ring on. Now this is the Birthday Blooms ring for June. and I really like this one. Like, I bought this pre-loved, but like, it is such a beautiful one. And then I have a couple of older rings, and then on the rest of my arm I just have my one clip bracelet and my essence. So as you can see, I have greys and whites, and you will see from my bracelet that that all goes together. And then I have two different combinations I can go with. So I can go for the grey earrings to match the grey ring, or I can take this ring off and I can swap it for this beautiful pearl and leaves ring. And then I have different earrings. Now, I've had these studs for a very, very long time, and I decided at the time I wasn't going to buy the dangle pair of them. So because they are leaves, I can wear them with the leaves. Just something a little bit different. Now I will pop all these out the way, so if you keep those ideas of what I'm wearing with it in your mind, I will show you my gorgeous bracelet. Now, I really, really love this bracelet. It's so nice to wear, and as you can see, it's almost all silver. Now maybe you can pick the beautiful, beautiful grey spaces that I have. They're a grey moonstone. I was so blessed to get these, guys. I got them such a good price. Like, oh, it was something like $40 for the pair or something, and they sell for well over $100 just for one. That's how rare they are. So I wanted to make sure that they were right at the front of this bracelet and just blended in with the silvers, and was just that extra little feature. Now I have designed this bracelet in a bit of a different way to how I would normally do it. As you can see, I've got the dangle at the front. Now I did take this koala off the other bracelet that I had it on a two-tone bracelet. Now my youngest daughter gave me this as a present, so it is a special charm, and then I've just added the little firefly dangle to it. So cute. Now the reason I added the firefly dangle to this, even though when it's, you know, charged up and in the dark it'll be a different color, is because I like how short it is, and it is an animal technically. So see if you can pick all the animals. There's actually quite a lot of animals on this bracelet, even though if you first look at it you probably don't notice them. And we'll turn this one around. Okay, so for all the hidden animals, okay, so first of all, I have this on the Moment Sparkling Heart Clasp, and it's 18 centimeters. And I did buy these a few years ago in the sales, and they were really cheap. So I did pick up a couple of these. And what I really liked about these bracelets is they weren't long for their size, and they were fairly firm. So, you know, I love a firm bracelet, and oh, really, really love this. It's just got Pandora on the other side. Now the safety chain I have used, now I do have a couple of these. So this one here is the Daisy safety chain, and it's one of the old ones. It's a really nice safety chain. I love how it's like flat. I really wish Pandora would still make this shape, because now they sort of make really high ones and then more narrow a lot of the time. Now this little one here is the little ducky. Now he can be either a rubber ducky or an actual duck. So for me, he's an actual duck, because where we're living now, there's just so much nature and animals around, and it's just absolutely beautiful. And oftentimes you can look out the window and there'll be a family of ducks just wandering across the road. They're just super duper cute, and that's why I popped this on here. Now I've tried to put animals that are around the area here, so just not just random animals, but anything that's sort of I've seen since we've been living here. So he's really, really cute. He doesn't have a lot of detail. He's got kind of weird eyes, I guess you could say, but he's just called the duck, so that's the only name I have for him. He's got like little feet. It's quite cute. But what I've done with him, see how I've put him on the end, because he is a bit hard to style, so he doesn't have his face rubbing on a charm. If I put him the other way, I would have risked that he would have been bumping up against a higher charm. So he didn't go at the end because I didn't like him. He went at the end because it's just better that way, that he doesn't hurt his little nose. Now this one here is just the other one of the oak leaves, and like I said, it's just beautiful. Such a lovely charm. I just love the texture. I did have other leaves charms that I could have added on here instead, but I just love that it doesn't have any cubic zirconias, and I wanted to have charms on the bracelet that also match the necklace. Now this little one here is so cute. Now we also have little bunnies hopping around here. We have hares and we have little bunny rabbits. So sometimes when we come home at night, there's a couple on the corner of the street down the road, and you could be really careful you don't run into them. But oh, he's so cute. Now he's fairly new. I haven't had him a long time. Just beautiful long ears, so much detail. Now this was part of the Zodiac collection. There's just so much detail on him, and it's really, really cute. Just love how he's standing. The quality of these Zodiac charms, they are just amazing. So there is a right way and a wrong way to have him. Now I've put him on this way, so when he's upside down, like facing me on my wrist, it sort of snugs into your wrist. Now I did notice his ears are rather sharp, so that's something to consider. It's not catching on anything, so that's good. So cute. Like, look at the bottom. How cute are his little legs? Now this next one here is, oh, it's just so beautiful. I do wish I'd got two of these. Now this one is actually the dragonfly charm. Look at the details. Now the name for this one is actually Dragonfly Meadow Openworks. So it does have the cubic zirconia details. And like this flower, like have a look at that. How crazy is the detail in that flower? Yeah, it's definitely one of my favorite detailed charms. Okay, the next one I do have two of. This one would really go well with the new collection that's out now with all the birds and the feathers. When I say I've got two on this bracelet, but I do actually own 4 of these. They are just called the Feather Charm, and they are so beautiful, just like a rolled feather. How much detail is in that? They're quite a hefty charm, and just got the hallmarks down the side. I just love them so much. And they go really well beside 2 round charms. If you were to put something like a smaller spacer or something between, beside it, it would get really lost. I don't know if you can hear any strange noises today, but we do have an estate being built beside us, and there'll be quite a few edits for my husband to cut out because they're pouring concrete and I keep having to stop for trucks going past. So if you hear any weird noises, they're just the concrete trucks. I thought I should explain that in case you can't fully edit them all out. Now this next pair of charms, the clips, are called the Daisy Clip. Now I have, I don't know, I think 5 of these. They are just beautiful clips. They are some of my favorite and most used ones, and they go really well with the safety chain. But they're beautiful, they're a nice round clip. They go really great on like the 5 clip bracelet and things like that. I usually wear my others on there. Now, my favorite part, I think, of the bracelet is these spaces. Like, look at the moony flashes. They are just gorgeous. So, so beautiful. And they're just really, really rare charms. And the fact that I didn't pay much for them just makes me appreciate them all the more, because yeah, I don't think I would have ever got them for the price that they are really asking for them. It was just a case of somebody had them, they were ex-stock from a shop, and yeah, very, very blessed to have them. Like, look at the details. So cool. You know how much I love beaded detail. But yeah, hopefully the camera's doing them justice, because they really are just standout pieces. And if you can find yourself one at least, or a pair of these, they're definitely better in a pair though. Now there is also a spacer exactly the same as this in carnelian. Now they also sell for a lot and extremely rare, but yeah, that's certainly would be a nice charm to own. Now these are only just called the grey Moonstone spacer. They don't have any kind of detailed name. They are quite old. And at the time, these spacers, they were not expensive. Like, so many of the natural stones, like Moonstone and stuff, they weren't expensive charms. Now these next 2 that I have 2 of are just called Rose. Now they are beautiful too. Now I just love the leaves, I love the rose pattern. I think they look really good beside the grey. Now the other thing I really like is, because they're quite, like, they don't stick out very far, these charms, so the little head of my koala just fits in there without rubbing against it. It's one thing you've got to really consider when you're building a bracelet. Try to put charms that hang or dangle or are too high, or any of those sort of features. Try and put them where they're not going to be constantly rubbing on something. because you will wear out your charms a lot quicker if you don't be very mindful of where you put things. Like, I try not to have dangles on charms that are hanging down. That's why I've put the little dragonfly on this side and not on that side. But I did try and be very conscious of what charm I put beside this little koala. Like, how cute is he? Now, I do have him hanging upside down so he faces me, but look at the detail. He's got little cubic zirconias in his ears, and he has a little black nose and little black eyes, and oh, he's so cute. Now, of course, because I'm in Australia, it's really cute to have little koalas, and we do have koalas in the trees in the bush and stuff, but I haven't actually seen one right near our house because we don't have trees here, well, not many at all, a little bit down the water, but because it's a new estate, there's not many trees around. But you don't have to drive too far that you'd probably see one. Very, very cute charm. Now, this other one is glow in the dark, and it's just the little Firefly. It's got cute little hidden details like little heart on the front, the wing detail, oh, it's so beautiful. I raced in and grabbed this charm pretty quickly, and I won't show you how it glows in the dark because obviously it's bright and sunny right now. And it's got the beaded detail around the bail, so you can wear it as a pendant. But of course I love that. And the little tag on him says, "You light up my life." And I do love the little tags. And it says Pandora and Pandora. So that's pretty cute. I like that it's sort of, it's a very neutral saying. It's not, you know, you can only give it to your girlfriend or your wife or your mum or whatever. It can mean a lot of things to a lot of people. But yeah, it's a very, very cute and detailed charm. So this one is literally called Glow in the Dark Firefly. So these are just all repeats, and then this one here is also a dragonfly. Now, I've put this one on here to match the dragonfly on this side, but it is a very different charm. This one was a gift from my youngest daughter, same one that gave me the koala, and this one is also very pretty and very detailed. Like, it has a lot of sort of scroll work and stuff in the wings, and then it just has cubic zirconias running down its body, goes all the way around, and then we just have a lot of lines and stuff. So very much an Openworks charm. It does like to spin to the heaviest part, but that doesn't really matter. As you know, I wear my charms predominantly looking at me anyway, so it does help to control a few of them. But yeah, I really love this. And then recently, when my daughter was leaving, because she's gone to live in New Zealand, she wanted to know whether I wanted this beautiful koala. So this was new, she just had it set aside, and oh, the detail on this. I mean, it's a fairly simple charm really, but at the same time it's very detailed. It's still got all the beautiful oxidizing, and he's got the cutest face. Like, look at that face, so beautiful. And he's just on a little tree branch, and there he is. And even though he's not part of the Zodiac collection, I think it really balances out the rabbit. Now there is a story with these dragonflies. One day when we came here to visit their house, not long before we moved in, there was the biggest swarm of dragonflies flew over our house. Like, it was just insane. I've never seen anything like that in my life. So these are feathers, being birds, and then we have koalas. Now I haven't seen any glow in the dark little fireflies, but it is an animal, and of course the koala. So there is quite a lot of animals, even though it doesn't really look like it. And then we have another one of the leaves, and then this last one here, I wanted to add a kangaroo because we have lots of kangaroos in the paddocks here. They go up the street. It's, yeah, if you're not from Australia, you might think that's a bit crazy. And I mean, I grew up predominantly in the city, so we didn't have kangaroos bounding up the road. But here we do because there is a new estate being built and there's farmland and lots of, you know, because we're near the beach and all that sort of stuff. So there's a lot of kangaroos live around here, and every now and again they just jump up and down the road, and you've got to be very careful, especially if you come home at night or dusk and dawn. And I really, really love this. Now I have had this on my Christmas bracelet and other bracelets and stuff like that. So in a way it's just a place filler because I'd like to get an actual kangaroo, so it sort of balances out the little duck. But at the moment it's certainly a good placeholder. I just don't like the idea that it's round and round, but it is a screw-on charm, so it's a good one to have at the end. I might just pop this on and show you. Okay, so as you can see, it sort of snugs in a bit there. But how cute is that? Yeah, I really, really love this bracelet. I love the simplicity. Just sometimes taking away the color makes the details just really stand out, which I really love. So this is just a stack that I have. And then, like I said, I can either wear the grey ring, which goes with everything, to bring out the grey, or I can just bring in the leaf details. It is one of my favourite bracelets to wear, and I really do love just having that simplicity. And like, I wear a lot of two-tone and I absolutely love that as well, but some days you don't want to be quite so dressy and you want to just have something classic. So I hope you enjoyed seeing this bracelet, and until next time, take care.